Hey guys, so I find the book chat talks a little easier than the other ones, so we're gonna do another one. Today I was tagged by Meg Latore at iWriterly. I'll link her channel down below because she's awesome and adorable. So let me see, I've got the questions here. So I really liked this tag. It was originally created by Lenn Woolston. And so yeah, let's get to the questions. We'll get right into it. How do you decide what you're going to read next? Do you pick what's trending, read a specific genre, or is it random? So mine is kind of random. I pretty much, sometimes if it's a book like I'm super excited about, like when Kingdom of Ash came out, I was so excited that was instantly the next book that I picked up. But really, it just depends. Like, I went to Ollie's the other day and I didn't know how many cheap books they had, but they had an awesome selection. And anyways, I was literally in the middle of reading A Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy, and I found this book and I came home and I finished that so that I could read this book because it was completely random. I'm gonna find it, hold on. Right here. So, The Special Ones by M. Bailey. I literally have never heard of this book before, so it was completely random and amazing. It's like a thriller. It follows a girl who's basically put in this house, and there's this guy that watches them, and it's like a cult. It's crazy, and people like message them. I can't really go any further without giving spoilers, but if you've never read The Special Ones, seriously, so good. So good. I devoured it in a day. In a day. More like 6 hours. I didn't stop reading it. It was amazing. The next question is, how important is the cover? Do you judge a book by its cover? Yes, I do. Yep, I am one of those people that picks up books solely for their covers, and I don't feel bad about it. However, books tend to disappoint me sometimes because, like, Everless, the cover is amazing. I'm gonna put it up here just in case you somehow haven't saw it. It is gorgeous, but the book really disappointed me. I did a review, a book chat on it. I'll link that down below if you're interested in seeing that. But I have been known for picking up books solely by their cover or by their pages. I love it when they're painted like this, or like rough edges, like, I don't know if you can see it, but rough edges like this. I love it, and I will pick them up just for that. My husband's home. So my husband came home and he brought me some things. So he brought me this little Harley Quinn. Can you see her? Can we focus on her? Focus on her. But anyways, she is like their Valentine's special, and I'm obsessed with like the diamond edition ones. So I'm one of those people, I take them out of the box. I don't care. Stay standing. But I'm obsessed with the diamond edition of like anything. So I've got like all these ones, even if I don't really care about them, I have them. But he also brought me Wonder Woman. I just read Wonder Woman. by Lee Bardugo, and super good. But I was really excited about that one because I got this one not too long ago because she reminds me of Athena, and if you notice, I love my Greek mythology, and my new book is about Greek mythology. Well, it's inspired by Greek mythology, so I love that kind of thing. But I love this Wonder Woman. She's so cute. Anyways, back to the questions. Sorry about the interruption. Number 3. Do you read hardcovers, paperbacks, ebooks, or listen to audiobooks? So I love me some hardcovers. Pretty much all the books on my shelf are hardcovers unless I can't get them in hardcovers, or somebody's given them to me, or I've gotten an ARC for it, or something like that. So if they are available in hardcover, that's how I'm going to get them. In the only other exception would be if I've randomly started a series in paperback or something like that, then I would get all paperback just because I like them all to be the same. That's why my series isn't completed here. Oh, Harley Quinn, stay standing. But I also really listen to a lot of audiobooks. That's also why I don't have the whole series, is because I listen to a lot of them on audiobook. Because I drive a lot for work, and when I'm at home and I'm cleaning and I'm doing other things, I pretty much solely listen to audiobooks. I never listen to the radio. The only TV show I watch is The Bachelor. So yeah, audiobooks and hardcovers, those are my jam. So next question. Do you prefer series or standalones, and why? I don't really have a preference. Sometimes I'm feeling just a standalone because I just want something like a palette cleanser, kind of, where I get into like hardcore fantasy and then I want like a quick contemporary to kind of cleanse the palette and get into a new world for a new series or a new fantasy book. So yeah. Bookmark, or whoops, wrong question. Do you binge read or take your time reading a few chapters at a time? So kind of both. If I have like a few days off in a row, usually I'll spend one day and I'll dedicate that to kind of my reading time, just to kind of relax, revitalize. But usually it's like a chapter or two a night I try to read. Sometimes that doesn't always happen, but that's what I try to do. And obviously I listen to audiobooks on my car rides and everything like that. So, bookmarks or dog ear? What do you use as a bookmark? I think you're a monster if you dog ear your books. So I definitely use bookmarks. I've got a ton. So I use bookmarks. Dog ear, never. But sometimes if for whatever reason I don't have a bookmark around, it's whatever's closest. A ripped piece of paper, a receipt, whatever I got. Do you take notes in your books, or is this forbidden? Unless it is a writing craft book, then I do not take notes in my books. I have a separate notebook if I want to write things down, or I might write it on a sticky note and tab it in if it's something like that. Usually it's something that's like something I want to remember, a description I want to reference, things like that. But I have a separate notebook that I keep all that stuff in, and then I write down like the page and the book that it came from, so that I remember if I ever want to go back to that page and get a little bit more detail. How soon do you read a new book? Do you rush to another one or need time in between? Typically I just go to another one, but I usually have one on audiobook, and since I have to drive every day, I need a new book. So usually with my audiobooks, I need a new one right away. With books, I'm trying to get through my TBR, so it's kind of been one after another. However, I really think I needed more time than I actually took after the special ones, because I just kept wanting to like go back to it and live in the world again, even though it was so twisted and weird. It was just so good that I kind of had a little bit of a hangover after, but still started the Elysian Prophecy, and so I'm trying to get through my TBR like today. My goal is to get through it by May when finale comes out, but we'll see if that happens. Do you write reviews for the books you read, including bad reviews? So I have been getting better at writing reviews. I do feel like, especially if the author is not as well known, I definitely try to write a review for the book, especially if I loved it. If I feel like, if it's a more popular book, I might leave a little bit less than like a 2-star review or something like that. But if it is a smaller author, then I probably wouldn't, just because, you know, I'm an author myself and I know how hard it is for them to get the reviews, and just because it wasn't my cup of tea doesn't mean it isn't someone else's, doesn't mean it's not a good book. It just means that I didn't care for it. So I try to kind of weigh my options on whether I'm going to leave a review or not, based on the book, I guess. I hope that makes sense. What's your favorite book to recommend to others? The Savior's Champion by Jenna Moreci. And here's why. Because she's a self-published author, so a lot of people who aren't in this community don't know about her, and it's so good. I loved it. I love everything about this book. There's a little section at the end, but overall this is like one of my favorite reads of 2018. So probably like top 5 reads of 2018, honestly. So I love to recommend this book just because she is self-published and I think she deserves it, and I just love to recommend it. That's it. I just love it. So that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for stopping in. I post videos 2 to 3 times a week all about books and writing. If that sounds good to you, I would love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe down below. If you don't want to miss out on any of my videos, don't forget to ring that bell. Well, we'll see you next time. Bye!